Aries, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we will be doing your reading from the 28th of May to the 3rd of June. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you and you're looking for a private reading with me, all the details for that will be linked in the description box below this video. Aries, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge for the last few days of May, moving into the first week of June, is the Ace of Pentacles. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Cups upright. Okay. So for you, Aries, the final few days of May, moving into June, your challenge is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is quite an interesting energy because the Ace of Pentacles is talking about an opportunity, okay? It's talking about an opportunity. It is talking about an offer being made. There could be something here that's coming into your life that you may or may not be aware of. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna see why it's your challenge and what you need to know in a moment, okay? Now, in the recent past, Aries, you have the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Lovers. So, in the recent past, I do see here that there was very much a strong connection that came into your life. Maybe somebody here that you really felt that you had a very strong connection to. I do feel that this connection that you had in the recent past started off very quickly, okay? It started off very quickly, abruptly. There was a lot of passion here, a lot of physical attraction between you and this person, but something happened along the way in the past that led to a lot of uncertainty, okay? It led to maybe sleepless nights, uncertainty, just not being 100% sure as to why there was a feeling here in the past, either you or this person, or maybe both of you, of uncertainty, okay? Anxiety connected to the relationship, okay? We're gonna find out more when we clarify. In the present moment, you have the Temperance, the Ten of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Something here is taking quite some time to develop for you in the present moment, but the beautiful thing here with the Temperance is that it's in a way this situation, okay, and we're gonna know when we clarify, this situation that's taking quite some time to evolve or manifest for you. It's very much connected to your relationships. It's connected to maybe your finances, your investments, your long-term investments here. You also have the High Priestess. So intuition, okay? Something intuitive may be coming to light for you here. Of course, we're going to clarify and get more information in a moment. In the near future, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Death, and the King of Swords. So in the near future for you, Aries, I do see something here changing for you and evolving. And as I do this reading, as we move into this final week, it's not really a week, but a few days left in May, moving into June, Saturn will have already entered into your sign. So this is going to be talking about a major transition that's going to be happening for you at the end of May, okay? Moving into the first week of June. There may be something in your life in the near future that you're holding on to that may not appear to be the same as it was in the past. There's definitely something here changing, okay? I am also getting something here about an ending, okay? Change, transition, and ending. We're gonna see when we clarify. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Cups. What you don't see coming is something here in the near future becomes very much obvious, okay? And what becomes obvious here, I feel, is the fact that somebody here is not emotionally invested or interested anymore, okay? Now, this could be you or it could be somebody that you're dealing with, but there's an energy here of I don't really feel this person's interested in me. I don't know if this person's going to take the situation seriously. The Four of Cups is a card of boredom. So some of you are finding yourself in a situation in terms of what you don't see coming where something just doesn't feel the same anymore. Maybe you used to be infatuated with something. You may be over indulging in something, whereas now when it's offered to you, a lot of you are like, I don't even care about it. Okay. So let's get into your reading. Let's do some clarification. Let's get some details because I don't really have any details yet until we clarify and we see what's going on. Okay. So let's hop right into your reading. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles, which is a part of your challenge, is clarified by the Six of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Swords. So your biggest challenge here, Aries, has a lot to do with the fact that a situation in your life has really been blocking you from creating this abundance. Okay, these opportunities, a lot of you are saying, you know, I want opportunities in my life. I want more money. I want to be successful. How do I meet the right people? There's a lot of questions here, and that's going to be a big part of your challenge, okay? To recognize that you are moving into a new era, okay? This is a new era, final days of May. Saturn moving into Aries. This is really going to start tightening you up in terms of your life, right? So if you've been loose, if you've been, nonchalant about certain things in your life, there will be things that come up where you are going to get serious. You're going to start getting serious maybe with situations or people from your past. You may start to get serious about how you are available to certain people or how you open yourself up to certain people, or maybe better yet, you may decide to close yourself off to certain people. What I'm seeing here when it comes to a specific message, it has a lot to do with someone from your past or something from your past. And this may resonate, it may not. It's a very specific message, but there is something here possibly from your past that's been holding you back. And if this is a person or a memory, for some of you, this is mental. It's more of a memory. It's some trauma that happened in the past for you. And you haven't either been able to let it go, or it's something that you've been holding on to. Maybe it's an ex or a past person. What's going to be really important for you when it comes to your elevation, your evolving, moving to the next level, is to really recognize what happened in your past and how you can completely let it go. How can you completely let go of the situation and either forgive or disconnect in some way, shape, or form, or completely cut somebody off from the past? And it may be challenging for you, right? Because a lot of you may not want to cut somebody off from the past, or maybe you don't want to forget something here. Maybe you don't want to be forgiving. But the more you keep either running back to the past or running back to this thought that you had connected to the past, or this anger or this grudge, the more it blocks you from your success. Okay, the more it blocks you from your success. So your biggest challenge here is to recognize that with Saturn entering into your sign at the end of May, there will be opportunities that present themselves to you. But these opportunities that present themselves to you may require you to change your ways of thinking. Maybe you had a certain way of doing things in the past. Maybe you dealt with certain people from the past. Maybe you are used to doing things a certain way like you did in the past. And now what Saturn is asking you to do over the next few days as it transitions into your sign is to ask yourself, what can you do a lot better than you did in the past? How can you adapt to this change, okay? Because there is a change that's happening. And one of the things that's going to be really key for you is structure and responsibility. And just remember, when you actually take on responsibility and you show people that you're structured and you show people that you have the ability to schedule and to do all the right things, that is when you're going to realize that certain things from your past ways of thinking, people, structures, a lot of you are going to realize, you know what, this isn't going to serve me in this new chapter. So your challenge is to identify what are the things from your past that are holding you back, that are blocking you from the financial abundance that you're looking for. And again, for many of you, this is a behavior. It is an attitude. It is maybe a person. Maybe it's a way of living. But once you tap into the changes that are required and needed to be made, I feel like that's when abundance is going to come in for you. And that's the opportunity that's coming in for you with Saturn changing signs into Aries, okay? So that's going to be a big part of your challenge, creating structure, doing the right thing, being responsible. That's when opportunities are going to be presented to you, okay? If you're not doing all those things, that could be the reason why you feel blocked from new opportunities and financial abundance. Now, let's clarify the recent past. Okay, so in the recent past, you have the Ace of Wands, which means there was a brand new passionate beginning, lots of physical and sexual attraction with somebody here in the past. Now, that's not going to resonate with all of you. Some of you aren't in a relationship or you're not dealing with someone, and that's totally cool. But the Lovers is here, so lots of infatuation here in the past, and I feel you jumped into something very quickly with somebody here in the past on a physical level. You have the High Priestess and the Nine of Pentacles. So somebody here, and I feel this was you, Aries, you started to really embrace your spiritual energy here in the past. There was something here about meditation, studying, you know, ancient wisdom, knowledge, astrology. And for some of you, you turned this into a business and you became very successful. And because you did that inner work on yourself, you attracted love into your life. You attracted an opportunity connected to that. Now, if you didn't attract an opportunity here in the past, you will have an opportunity in this phase during this week to really tighten up your belt, to really get into this energy of realizing, okay, what do I need to work on within myself? Because there will be periods of time in your life where there will be major opportunities if you put in the work. This is what Saturn is teaching you. And for some of you, maybe Saturn was aspecting certain areas in your chart where you started to really work on yourself. And again, a lot of you did the work on yourself, and this is why you were able to attract abundance into your life. Now, the Lovers is here again twice. So definitely there was love here in the past, a very strong connection that you had with someone. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and you have the World. So in the recent past, I do get that a relationship came to an end. A cycle closed out. Relationship came to an end. It looks like there was, it's almost as if someone made an offer to you here in the past, Aries, and when they made that offer, it looked great. It looked like something that you really wanted to be a part of, but nonetheless, you have the Page of Pentacles here. So I feel eventually this situation turned into more or less something less than what you expected. So at first it was great. It was amazing. And that's something that's very common with Aries, the sign of Aries. You know, you rush into something, it's great for maybe, you know, a week or two, and then you say, it kind of fizzles out, right? So this is what I feel happened here in the past. And there was a lot of anxiety and stress and fear because, again, the expectation that you had, it didn't live up to what you had thought here. Many of you were dealing with somebody who ended up disconnecting from you or leaving, okay? Or you left somebody here in the past. And the reason why this took place, the Star here and the Six of Swords, because somebody had a very, very powerful goal. They realized something here in the past. And I think what they realized was how important their goals were, their vision for the future was here in the past. So oftentimes, and this is what I'm getting, it's not going to resonate with all of you, but some of you got into a relationship, or maybe you were dealing with someone casually, and what transpired from all of that was you realizing that yes, you do want to be in love, but you also want to work on your goals, your financial structures, your vision, and all of that. So some of you had to maybe choose between love, entertaining love, and your work. And maybe your work started to become more of a priority for you here in the past. And this is why there was a little bit of stress and worry, because you may have not realized whether or not this was the type of relationship that you wanted. In the background, in the past, things started to get toxic between you and this person. It was highly sexual, okay? Some of you were involved with someone and it was just all about the sexual aspect of the relationship. And I can tell you right now that relationships don't just thrive on that. You have to have a lot more going on than just that. And maybe some of you realize that here in the past, okay? So this is what I feel happened for you in the past, Aries. Let's clarify the present moment. Okay, so in the present moment, you have the Temperance at the top of your reading. The Temperance is indicating right now that for many of you, something here in your life has been taking quite some time to happen. And one of the things that has been really frustrating for you is the fact that your abundance, or the things that you truly believe you deserve to come into your life, they haven't been coming in maybe as quick as you want them to. Some of you are starting to feel in the present moment that a situation in your life really isn't going the way that you had expected. Okay. Some of you feel alone. Some of you feel that things are not happening the way that you want them to. There's a lot of isolating energy here. And one of the things that you have to be aware of is when Saturn, again, I'm going to talk about Saturn, when Saturn finally moves into your sign, it's going to be very intense, but intense in a good way, because what the realm is doing, what this area of existence, okay, this magical realm, I call it the magical realm that we live in, what the realm is doing, okay, what the creator of this realm is doing for you is creating an opportunity for you to be in this place of structure, okay, to be in this place of being prepared for the opportunities to come into your life. So there's two things that you can do, and there's two different types of you that are watching this. There's those of you that are acting like a victim. Nothing ever works out for me. I'm a victim, et cetera, and you're not. This is something that you're learning to transmute and change within yourself. And others of you are very much focused on what's going to make you happy and satisfied. So there's two groups of you. And in order to manifest these opportunities, and again, opportunities can mean a number of things. It can mean money, relationships, success, whatever you deem as part of your destiny and your success is going to require you to do the inner work on yourself. Because something here in the present moment, you either are ignoring or you're acting like a victim. Some of you are overeating or over drinking to suppress the feelings that you have. And this is why something's taking a lot longer to manifest for you. So what Saturn is going to do, Saturn's going to come in and Saturn's going to start cleaning house. You know, Saturn's going to take the broom and the mop and it's going to start sweeping all the crap out, and it's all going to come to the surface, and you're going to say, wow, I really don't want to deal with this right now. And if you confront the issue, and these are internalized issues within you, okay? And these issues could be connected to your health. They can be connected to your routine. They could be connected to your habits. This is all about self. And a lot of you asked to live in this time, during this time with Saturn in your sign, to work on these things. So a lot of you are asking, well, why do I feel held back? Why can't I get more opportunities? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? It's because you still have to do that inner work on yourself. Some of you are learning how to eat better. Maybe you're learning to go to sleep on time. Maybe you're learning to have a better schedule. So when you come out of this place of being a victim and come into this place of being responsible for yourself, that's when all the abundance starts coming in for you. Okay. And this is about the 10 of Pentacles. This is about your financial, your financial abundance. There's so many opportunities here for your financial situation to improve. You have the 6 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Justice. So yes, the Justice is connected to Saturn. And I do feel for some of you, you're going to have somebody very important that enters into your life between now and the beginning of June. I'm getting an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, maybe a Libra here. Somebody is going to be extremely generous with you, and they're going to give you the opportunity to make a lot of money. But if you want this opportunity and you want to get serious about this opportunity, you need to get serious about yourself. You need to make sure that you're structured, you're organized, you present yourself well, because people are looking at that. People are seeing how you carry yourself, how you show up, all of these things. And that's what's going to deem the respect that you're looking for. And it's also going to pull that positive cash flow, that money that you want, right? A lot of you are watching, you're saying, I want my financial situation to get better. I want to make more money, but it's going to start with you. And the more you work on yourself, the more you're going to attract people into your life that do the same. Okay. Now you also have the High Priestess here in the present moment. That's clarified by the Ace of Cups, the 7 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. Somebody here, okay, I'm just going to say it like it is, tell it like it is. Somebody here isn't really interested. Okay. Either you're not really interested in someone or they're not really interested in you. And some of you are asking, well, why are they silent? Why don't they communicate with me? look at somebody's actions. Please look at somebody's actions. Don't look at what they say to you, because what this person is doing is really going to truly determine how they feel about you. Some of you are dealing with somebody who is keeping you on red, or they're not communicating with you, or they act like they're not interested or they're bored. Take it as a sign. Another thing I want you to know is that out of all of the options that are coming into your life, you're going to have a new love. Okay, so if you've been dealing with somebody here who you've poured a lot of your emotional energy into, and they're ignoring you and they're not interested in you and they're silent with you, take that as a clear sign that they don't want anything to do with you. And that's okay. That's okay. You want to know why? Because you're going to have new love that comes into your life, and you're going to have a lot of options, okay, between now and the first week of June. So don't be distracted by one person who isn't giving you what you need. Focus on having a variety of options, because like I said, out of all of those options, one of those options are going to be great for you. Okay. So this is the message here for you in the present moment. Now let's talk about the near future. Let's clarify. Four of Swords, lots of resting and healing in the near future for you. You have the Four of Pentacles. So in the near future, a lot of you are finding it difficult to completely let go of something in your life. And remember how I said Saturn's moving into your sign, and there's going to be things that you're going to need to change and let go of if you want to see better results in your life. You have the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Hermit, and you have the Knight of Wands. Some of you are asking, should I continue to hold on to a specific person? Okay, some of you are cross-watching, and this may resonate with you more than it actually resonates with Aries. Somebody here is really worried, but they're letting it go. And I think what they're letting go of here is they're letting go of this idea of controlling or holding on to a situation. Some of you are dealing with somebody who doesn't like the fact that you're inconsistent with them, okay? Or it can be vice versa. Somebody here is extremely inconsistent. They only show up when it benefits them. They are taking their time, and there's going to be a lot of reflection here in the near future, okay, about the things that you're holding on to. Is the situations in my life worth holding on to? Are they helping me grow? Are they helping me make more money? Are they helping me evolve? Are they helping me feel happy and secure? Because a lot of the energy in the near future for you, Aries, it's me, me, me energy. With Saturn there, Saturn is forcing you to look within and focus on yourself. As much as that might seem or be selfish, there's a lot of things that you've been ignoring, okay? There's a lot of things that you've been ignoring when it comes to your personal development. And with Neptune there, Neptune is really gonna stir up all these dreams and wishes that you have for yourself, but Saturn's gonna come there and say, okay, let's be practical now. What is it that you need to let go of? One of the things that you will realize that you need to let go of is your anxiety. Because stressing and worrying about things that are out of your control, if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, it's simply not for you. And I think a lot of you are reflecting on that in the near future. You are taking action here in the near future to let go of things that are not serving you. And that is going to be different on an individual basis for all of you, okay? It's not something I can get specific on, but I can tell you right now that there's gonna be a lot of reflecting, a lot of time spent on your own to really make sense of the things that you need to let go of. Others of you are dealing with somebody here who they're really worried about letting you go, or you're worried about letting somebody go here in the near future because it's inconsistent, right? Here's the thing. If you're dealing with somebody in your love life who's inconsistent and you're letting that happen, you're signaling to the creator, you're signaling to the universe that you're okay with somebody giving you breadcrumbs. Okay. And this is why a lot of you have to get more serious about what you want. And then you need to also present what it is that you want through your energy and your attitudes in the outworld. In general, okay? Yes, so you're letting go of something, the Death and the Four of Pentacles. This is very evident. And whatever it is that you're letting go of trying to control situations. You're letting go of people taking their time to come towards you. Anything that you cannot control, which has a lot to do with the other, you're gonna say, okay, I can't control how this person's emotions are. I can't control how this person feels about me. I can't control if this person is angry at me. All I can do is work on myself and be the best version of myself. So the Death is here twice in the near future. You have the King of Swords with the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Death. So a choice or decision may need to be made about someone at a distance or something at a distance in general. And some of you may end up ending a relationship that's at a distance. You may be choosing that, or you may be choosing to put an end to communicating with certain people regarding certain situations. So I see a lot of transformations and changes in the near future, but just remember, the reason why this is happening is because Saturn comes into your sign, and Saturn is saying, what are the things that are within your control, within yourself, that you can improve instead of trying to improve what's outside of you? Because oftentimes we want to control what is on the outside instead of controlling what is happening internally. But the truth is that when we start to control what's happening internally, everything on the outside has to change with it. And this is what you're learning in the near future. You're slowly letting go of this control. Whereas in the past, you were constantly on edge about something. In the near future, you're saying, well, why am I worrying about this situation? If it needs to be this way, it needs to be this way. Let me focus on the things that I can control within myself. And this is what Saturn's doing for you. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, the Four of Cups, there's going to be things that you simply are just not interested in anymore. And it's a part of your evolution. It's part of your growth. Right? So let's get some advice for you, Aries. What is the advice? Okay, so your biggest piece of advice here, you have the Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Your biggest piece of advice is to really analyze and get information about why something here has come to an end. Okay, something in your life has painfully come to an end. It's been very difficult, hard to accept it. But even though this situation has come to an end, it's very important that you don't just look at the situation as an ending. Really look at why it came to an end, because there's a very important reason as to why this situation has come to an end. And most importantly, the biggest message here is, what opportunity do you see within this ending that can benefit you and increase your finances? It can increase your security in life. Because sometimes when bad things happen or endings happen, there's an opportunity in that ending. So again, this is about looking at a situation from multiple perspectives, not just, oh, it ended, this is horrible, I'm a victim, this is bad, this is no good. There's a reason why something in your life has ended, because perhaps there is an opportunity for something bigger and better to start in your life. But that is going to start with you. It's going to start with your own personal efforts and making that happen. So really analyze and look at why something bad happened, why an ending happened, why something hit rock bottom here. And then look at the situation and say, how can I profit from this? How can I turn this into my favor? That's what Saturn is teaching you. Saturn is teaching you how to take trash and turn it into treasure, okay? So Aries, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.